All right, so guys, let's see, section 9.2, simplifying radicals. We have something here called the product rule, okay? The product rule just says if you're taking the square root of a times b, you can break this up into the square root of a times the square root of b. Now, the reason why we're doing this is we're going to try to simplify numbers that are not perfect squares. So if I were to ask you, just like we did in the previous section, let me get my pen again. Oh, come on, here we go. If I were to ask you, like, say, what's the square root of 25? I know you would tell me it's 5. If I asked you, what's the square root of 36? You would say 6. And if I asked you, say, what's the square root of 81? You would say 9, or at least you should, right? Excuse me. All right, but 20 is not a perfect square. But the square root is grouping in terms of pairs. The reason why the square root of 25 is 5 is because two pairs of 5s, or a pair of 5s, I should say, gives me the number 25, right? Or a pair of 6s gives me the number 36, and a pair of 9s gives me the number 91, right? Or 81, I'm sorry. So what we're going to do here, we're going to break up 20, and we're going to look for pairs. So look, 20, any two numbers that multiply to 20. Guys, you can go 4 and 5, you can go 2 and 10. What you don't want to do, you don't want to go 1 and 20 because you still basically have 20, right? So let's decide, let's go easy. Let's go 2 and, oops, come on now, one more. Get my eraser, come back over here. All right, let's go 2 and 10, okay? Now I can't break down 2, so I'm going to circle it. 10, though, we can break up into 2 and 5. All right, so I want you to notice something here. The pair of numbers we have a pair of 2s, and we only have one 5. So when I'm going to write this out, whatever number I have a pair of, that number, oh, come on, that number is going to go outside. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. There we go. Okay. Draw. All right. So whatever number I have a pair of, that's going to go outside. What I mean by outside, it's going to go outside of the square root. Whatever number I only have one of is going to go inside. Okay. Let's see if we can do the same thing for our number 44. Okay, so 44, I'm going to think of that as, say, 4 times 11. And then 4 is 2 and 2. So look what we have. We have a pair of 2s, and we only have one 11, right? So the number that's going to come outside is the one that I have a pair of, which is the number 2. Okay. The number that's going to stay on the inside is the 11 because there was only one of those. And we stop right there. Okay. All right. Let's try the next one here. So guys, let's take a look at 50. Okay, so 50, you might say 25 times 2 or 5 times 10, right? Either way, you're going to get the same answer. 25 is 5 and 5, okay? So again, we have a pair of 5s, but we only have 1, 2, okay? So the number that comes outside is the 5, and the number that stays on the inside is the number 2, okay? Alrighty. Sorry guys, my other OneNote wasn't working, so I got to use this one, and it's just a little, it's being a little funky today. All right. So let's take a look here at 28. Okay, 28. When I think of 28, I think of 4 and 7. 4 is 2 and 2. There's my pair. Here's my single one. Oh, man. All righty. Let's do this again. I'm probably not going to go back to the red pen anymore, guys, because you can see it's getting a little buggy here. But let's see. So the number that we have a pair of is 2. The number they only have one of is 7. So there we go there. Okay. And let's take a look at 21. Okay, so 21 I know is 3 and 7. But I want you to notice there's only one 3. There's only one 7. Nothing is going to come out, right? Because I don't have any pairs of any numbers. So guys, I just leave it as the square root of 21. I'm just multiplying those numbers back together because it didn't help me. I didn't get any pairs when we did that, right? All right, next one here, 98. Oops, sorry. 98 is 2 and 49. Excuse me, 49 is 7 and 7. So I have a pair of the number 7s, and I only have 1, 2. And that, guys, is section 9.2. It's a pretty short section, okay?